I will be using a random number generator to decide my February TBR. Hi friends! Do you know what month went really well for me, reading-wise? December. Because in December I actually read every single book that I intended to read. So I read every single book that was on my TBR. And funnily enough, December was actually the month where I completely randomized my entire TBR from different categories. So I kind of thought that, hey, why not do this winning concept again? So I thought that for February I will once again randomize my entire TBR. Let's just give this a go and see what happens. This time I will be choosing books from 5 different categories. We have my physical TBR, my Goodreads want to read list, my Goodreads Choice Awards challenge, ARCs, advanced reader copies, and countries. Those are the 5 categories that I will be choosing books from. Last time I did this, I programmed my own random number generator. This time I'm just gonna use Google's because I'm lazy. I already have a few plans for what books I plan on reading in February. I'm still doing the Cosmere read-along, so I will continue to read Elantris. I might have a project with a secret TBR, so we're just gonna have to see how the books that will be chosen for me today will fit into those plans. Last time I got such a variety of books. I got a thriller, contemporaries, a really sad book, a YA. Basically I got a bunch of different books that I probably wouldn't have chosen. Some of the books I probably wouldn't have prioritized myself to read, and I definitely would not have read all of those books during the same month. There were definitely ups and downs regarding the quality of the books, or how I rated them, I would say. There was a 2-star one, there was a 5-star one, and like a couple of 3 or 4-star ones. But still, I had a lot of fun with the challenge, so I want to challenge myself again. But I think I have blabbered enough, so let's just get to the randomization, shall we? First category is physical TBR. The physical copies of books that I currently have in my possession. Most of these I own, but there are a couple of ones that I have borrowed from a friend of mine, but I will count them into this group. I made a count of it, and in total I have 34 physical books to choose from at the moment. I have disregarded The Final Empire because I will be reading it in March for the Cosmere read-along. I've also disregarded one sequel because I need to read the first book. But that's about it. I'm gonna start screen recording now. And here we see my random number generator. As I said, I'm using Google's. So let's do it from 1 to 34. Okay. This is scary. Last time I got number 1, which was A Little Life. Amazing book, I loved it. It was so good, but it broke my heart, and also it was so long. It's over 800 pages. It's the longest book I read in 2020. So last time I knew instantly what book I was gonna read because I knew what book was the first one on my TBR shelf. Let's just click it. Let's just see. 9. I guess it's 9. Let's go and count. I'm bringing you along with my gimbal and phone. It was number 9. So here is my TBR shelf. The way I will do it is I will just go sideways. Number 9. Disregarding The Final Empire. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. This is my number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this is the one. For my first random number, I got number 9, which ended up being Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm actually quite happy about this. First of all, it's not that long. Second of all, I've been meaning to get to this for a while. It's been on my radar for so long. In this book we're following I believe it's a fictional band during the 60s. And the story is told through interviews, amongst, I guess, regular storytelling, I guess. So we will be following this band, Daisy Jones and the Six. Everyone keeps raving about it. I know that Taylor Jenkins Reid has become a very popular author the last couple of years. Yeah, I'm quite happy about this. Nice one! Off to a good start. So now I will be choosing from my Goodreads want to read list, and this one is quite long because I basically add everything and anything I want to this list. At the current moment that list is 303 books long. Time to generate a number between 1 and 303. So let's do this. I'm screen recording, I think. From 1 to 303. Generate. 198. No clue. Let's just go to my want to read list. Okay, here's a bunch of books, here's my list. Let's go a bit forward. Yeah, okay. It might be a newer release. 198. Okay, getting scary. We have some classics. Okay, we have a thriller, we have some romance on the way. Oh my god, what will it be? We have some romance, and then we have dark academia. We have an arc. It's an arc! Well, I'm killing two birds in one stone. Wait, no. I'm killing two birds with one stone. 198. The Mermaid from Jeju. And I have an arc of this one. This is why it's on the list. It's in my arcs to read. So I will be doing 2 arcs in February. That's good, I guess. Yeah. Let's see. It's by Sumi Han. I've been to Jeju. I do love me some Korean culture. I think that's why I requested this arc on NetGalley. And let's see how long it is. 304 pages. Not bad, not bad. I've been to Jeju. I love Jeju. I actually made vlogs for it on like another channel of mine. So I might link that. Next up is a book for my Goodreads Choice Awards challenge. Basically my own challenge where I'm trying to read all of the winners from the 2020's Goodreads Choice Awards. It's like 1 or 2 exceptions. I won't read the food and cookbooks. Sorry about that, I just won't. What I do have is I made, and you might have seen this in a vlog, but in my live journal that I'm playing around with, I actually did a few spreads for this challenge. So I printed some of the covers for the winners, but also other books from the categories that I am interested in reading. What I did now was I actually counted how many books are on these like 5 pages that I have made. So in total I have 52 books on these pages. And yes, some of the books might come up multiple times because they were nominated in multiple categories. And also some of these books I might already have read. So in the case a book that I've already read were to be randomly chosen, I would just redo the randomization of the number. Okay, so we're doing it from 1 to 52. And I'll click on generate. 2! Well, that won't be so difficult. It's always this way, isn't it? I'm just gonna give you the view from the book here so you can see it easier. Here's my spread. And what was it? Well, it was number 2. And I'm gonna count it like this. That wasn't planned. That's how I counted it because like for each category it's that way. So basically it's in the category of fiction because it's the first category of the Goodreads Choice Awards. We have the Midnight Library, but the second one is The Glass Hotel. If you wanted me to count this way instead, 1, 2, I can say that I'm actually already reading this book, so I would have needed to redo the generation of the number. So might as well be The Glass Hotel. And my camera is about to die on me, goddammit. So what was chosen for me out of the Goodreads Choice Awards options was The Glass Hotel by Emily St. John Mandel. It's about a massive Ponzi scheme collapse and the mysterious disappearance of a woman from a ship at sea. It's about a bartender at a hotel, a 5-star hotel. It's a contemporary, it's literary fiction, it's sort of a mystery. It's about 302 pages, so that is awesome. Another book that's not too long. We like that, at least now when we still don't know what's up next for the next 2 categories. Let's just continue, because I'm getting stressed that my camera is dying. Next up is arcs. And how many arcs do I have? Well, I have 14 different arcs, from 1 to 14. And if I get the Mermaid of Jeju, I will just redo it. But okay, from 1 to 14. Hello? Oh, maybe I got a 2. I think I clicked twice, and I got a 2. And now I got a 14. So let's go with the 2, I guess then. So here we have my NetGalley. I have some books in this start reading, and then I have 10 other books at the give feedback one. Since we got a 2, if you count it as 1, 2, it's Detour to Love by Amanda Radley, and it's meant to be released in February. What is this about? It's a romance, a sapphic romance, I believe. This can be nice. I'm happy with it. And the final category that I will use to choose my book from is countries. As I have mentioned a few times now, one of my goals for this year, or in general, is to read less books from English-speaking countries. I basically want to read more books from non-English-speaking countries. That's kind of my goal here, because I do feel like I consume so much media and so many books and like shows and news from USA, from the UK, and not nearly enough from Sweden or Europe or Asia or Africa, South America. Because of that, I do have a list now of 215 countries. I've chosen to pick the most inclusive definition of countries. I don't want to get into politics or discussions about what should count as a country or not. There are different definitions if you count the UN countries, or I don't know, like you get what I mean, and I don't want to make a point out of that, so I've chosen to pick the most inclusive definition and like list of countries that I could find. And here I will try to find a book from that particular country. But if I don't manage to find a book or like a good translation of a book from a country, I will look into books where the author might be from the country, or books that just take place in that particular country. From 1 to 215. Let's see. Scary. 85. Here we have travel planner countries, and we have from 2021 to infinity. As you can see, I have numbered the countries. They're in no particular order from what I know, or they probably are, but I don't understand it. Let's scroll to 85. This is scary, because this might be a bit of a challenge. 85. Qatar! I was this close to getting Sweden though. I was 2 off. That's quite fun. Okay, Qatar. Now the challenge for me is to find a book from Qatar, or that has an author from Qatar or takes place in Qatar. I'm gonna need to do some googling. I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
That last randomization is a bit of a struggle. I have a few leads. I'm doing some googling. I'm trying to find lists of books from Qatar, or authors that are from Qatar, or books that take place in Qatar. I will continue to do some googling. I also, if you have any ideas, please let me know. This turned out to be a bit more difficult than I thought it would be. It's a good challenge. Let's just wrap this up. Let's go through the books I have so far. We have Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This one I chose randomly from my shelf, and I'm very excited about it. Actually, I'm very happy I got this one. It's so pretty. The next book that I chose was The Mermaid from Jeju by Sumi Han. It will be interesting. It's a historical fiction. It will take place in Jeju. That will be really nice. I hope this will be fun, and it's good that it's another arc. Following that, for my Goodreads challenge, I chose The Glass Hotel by Emily St. John Mandel. And this one I'm also very excited about, because I've been trying to get it from my library. If I don't manage to get it from there, I think it's available as an audiobook on Scribd. Either way, I'll buy it somehow. We'll see. It's some sort of mystery. It seems a bit more lyrical. I'm not sure if I'm correct about that one. And this book ended up as number 6 on the Goodreads Choice Awards for Fiction. So I mean, it's somewhat popular. Following that, I randomly chose another arc from NetGalley. The one that was chosen for me was Detour to Love by Amanda Radley. It seems to be a romance about 2 women that meet on an airplane on like a long haul flight from the States to Japan, I believe. And things might end up happening between them, and it might be fun and cute, especially in February for the month of like love, I guess. Finally, the 5th prompt, or the 5th challenge, is to read a book from Qatar, or with an author that was born in Qatar, or that takes place in Qatar. I have not yet decided on the book. I will though. I will make sure to fulfill this prompt, because as I've said, this particular goal to read from as many countries as I can is very important to me. I want to diversify my read. Will definitely be a bit more difficult because you don't have the same resources to find books. If I understood the language, if I had any connections to the country, then Of course that would be different, but I don't and I can't. So I will do the best I can, and I will continue randomizing from this list of countries and reading books from it. That's definitely like one of the main things for me this year. I had a lot of fun actually doing this. Feel like I was more nervous this time around, but once again we have a real mix of books. I do want to read all of these books, and I had planned on reading them all at some point, but probably not during the same month. And that's what I find really interesting with this, is that the mix of books I get, like not just the one book that is chosen for me, but the mix of all the randomly chosen books. That's something I think is really fun and interesting and challenging. I will keep you updated how it goes. Once again, please recommend me any books if you have any ideas for either Qatar or for any other countries really, because I want to make lists of the books that I find for each particular country. This is something I really want to build and work on. Perhaps it can become a source for some of you guys in the future if you are interested in reading a book from a particular country as well. I'm gonna end this now. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!
You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes after